Hey everyone, welcome back to the range. Got that sheriff badge ammunition to test today. This is our Winchester LE Q4392. Let me double check. Q3492. This is a 147 grain bonded JHP. This was from Sam at SG Ammo. He asked us to test a few different flavors of the Winchester LE line that he has in stock. We're going to shoot this for velocity, accuracy, and against ballistic shell. We have our 5 barrel lengths, our 3, 4, 4.95, 7.72, and 16 inch. It's about 60 degrees outside today. We'll be using our Prochrono digital as always. We got it hooked up to our laptop and our desktop monitor so you'll get good instant feedback of that velocity. Let's do this. Up first is our Sig Sauer P938, has the 3-inch barrel. If you notice from these stills, the bullet profile of the Q4392 is slightly different than the Q4463 that we tested in a separate video. I didn't want to test all these in one video because it'd probably be about 45 minutes long by the time we're done testing all the barrel lengths, all the accuracy, and then all of the gel. So we'll do, each one in its own separate video. See if I can not hit the magazine release on this like I like to do. 882, 880, and I hit the mag release. Being left-handed sucks sometimes. 8, 9, that one probably didn't read. 897, 891, 877, 888, mag release again, 877, 860, 889. Oh, I did get 10 in there. Okay. And now our Glock 19 Gen 4 MOS 4-inch barrel. The gun that usually always works. 953. 944. Hey, 2 points for throwing the brass in the cardboard box there. 957. Did it again. 919. 951. 936. 944. 944 again. 945. 961. We got 3 rounds in my box here. Better than my basketball game. And now our Smith & Wesson M&P core. This has the 4.95 inch Storm Lake conversion barrel on it. Has the Apex flat face trigger that I really like. .992, 983, 996, 977, 978, 998, 1005, 1005 again, 979, 996. And now our CZ Scorpion Evo 3. This has the 7.72 inch barrel. We have the new Magpul PMag 35 EV9s. I kind of like the outside design and texture of these a little over the PSA mags, although these only have polymer feed lips. The PSAs have the internal metal feed lips, and PSA actually offers translucent ones now. But so far, I kind of like these Magpul ones. They drop free and lock back on the last round. They're $18.99, I think, for Brownells or whoever else has them. Not a bad price. see how this feeds this round. 1017, 1027, 1044, 1017, and 10, 1037, 1036, 1028, 1006, 1049. Not bad. And now our Mg Resolute 200 series. This has the 16-inch barrel. Have the primary arms 1 to 6 mounted on here right now. I've been having some feeding issues with this gun. They sent me the tuning weights and I added those. It seemed to help a little bit, but it seems to be, I keep getting double feed or a failure to extract the spent casing, and then it jams with the one that it's trying to load. I fired like 30 rounds in rapid succession off camera with some of the Federal Syntech, and then it just runs like a top. So I don't know if it's the bullet profile of the case or what, but we'll see if it runs these 10. 1090, 1090 again, 1091, 1090, 1077, 1091, 1079, 1092, 1075, 1085. It ran those 10 just fine. Here's our Q4392, 0.96 inches with the Mg 16-inch barrel, minimal to no wind, 25 yards. Can't complain. I figured 25 yards is a good compromise for a 9mm load for testing accuracy. Alright, now we're going to check this guy in gel. Now, with a bonded bullet, as this is advertised, it typically excels at keeping the jacket on the core through barriers such as plywood, windshield glass, sheet metal, and stuff. I typically have done that in the past. It just is very time consuming, and the samples for like the windshield are really expensive, and it takes up the entire day at my range to do all those different types of barriers. So I kind of like to just stick with the clear ballistic bare gel, and that just gives us kind of an idea of whether or not we're going to expect expansion. And with some of these LE loads, there's a lot of information out there on them on whether they're recommended or not, and so we'll just stick with the clear gel. We'll take all 3 shots and then we'll go see what we did. We'll start with a 3-inch first. I think I shot that one low left. Don't know how. Now our 4.95 inch, I'll try upper right. Upper right, 1006. I guess I forgot to give you the velocity off that. And now our 16 inch. My gel blocks are all off angle, that's why. 1092, and that's center up. Where things get a little tricky when you put about 6 shots into the gel. And this top one was our 3-inch. Maybe I'll take another shot off camera just to see if we get any different results. Full 16 inches of the block, plus about 2 inches right here. There he is. We'll have to pull him out in a minute. Our 4.95 inch is this one that dove down. So his wound track is that one in the background there. Pretty much with most of these pistol calibers, with the slower velocity, all of these wound tracks you see here are going to look pretty much similar because it's all tearing and crushing. There's no like extreme temporary wound cavities that these create and leave in this gel. So this is kind of like your permanent wound cavity, and we're looking just for maximum penetration depth. This round right here in the middle is the 16 inch. And so that's this cavity right there. Give me a second and I'll pull them out. 3, 4.95, and 16 inch. Looks like we had the best expansion out of the 16 inch. Now because this is bonded, it may be limiting overall expansion so that it can penetrate through barriers better. This particular load does not have those scary talons like the other ones do. We'll definitely put measurements and stills on these. Well, those results were par for the course with this 147 grain Q4392. We had good velocity, well within the other 147 grain loadings. Accuracy wise was more than acceptable. Our gel results were pretty much standard from what we've been seeing. Again, this is a bonded bullet designed to stay together better in barriers. And unfortunately, like I said, I didn't have any barriers that I wanted to test against or had the time to do. I'd like to thank Sam at SG Ammo for sponsoring this test, my Patreon supporters, and you all for watching. Until next time, catch you at the range. Definitely want a plus P there, or I'd say our Q4